What's up, my fellow beasts? Today we're going to take a look at Batman combos, but before we get into it, I just want to say it is Memorial Day here in the US, and I just want us all to remember what that really means. Let's send our thoughts and our prayers and all of our respect and love out to the families of all of our fallen heroes, and remember exactly what they did for us and what this day means. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Now before we kick it off today, as always, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a breakdown on how to use Batman in a battle. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is that I think is the two most useful things, and we're just going to use them in this one segment, is the straight grapple and the sky grapple. And the reason we're using that in one segment is because they're basically the same move, just he shoots the grapple in a different direction. So down forward square is going to be his straight grapple, and then down back square is his sky grapple, and he shoots it up into the air. So there's a number of combos you can put together with these. The two most that I use, that I find to be the best, are Vengeance and Caped Crusader. And that's square square X for Vengeance, and I believe that's going to be XXA for the Xbox, and then triangle triangle X for Caped Crusader, which is going to be YYA for the Xbox. So Vengeance is used for the straight grapple, so you're just going to do square square X and then the straight grapple. It looks like that. Now Caped Crusader into the sky grapple is something I actually use a lot to get some distance, kind of do something like that after Caped Crusader, and you just throw them down like that. So Caped Crusader into the sky grapple, just combos right into it, looks like that. Really works well to do a little bit of damage, get them away from you, kind of regather yourself, do things like that. Next up, guys, that I found useful with Batman is the Batarang. Now, it's good to use the Batarang once you've knocked them away with a combo and just kind of, they're down on the ground, throw a Batarang. They don't really ever see it coming. It does a pretty good little chunk of damage, and even if they do block it, it's kind of a nuisance. So it's just kind of annoying to deal with, and it's just back forward triangle. It's going to be back forward Y for the Xbox. It's very easy to use, very effective once you knock them away. Batarang, he just becomes annoying, and that's the whole thing with Batman. You just want to be annoying. Next up, guys, is the cape counter. Now this is going to be the last move we talk about here in the breakdown, but it's not, of course, the last of his special moves. You can check out more of those. If you find any more of them useful, that's great, but this is the last one we're going to be talking about here today. So cape counter is a counter move, of course, so you have to wait for them to strike, and it's just down back X and it's down back A for Xbox, I believe. So once they strike, you're gonna pull your cape up, and if they hit you, you're gonna counter the move. And it's good for getting people off you if they're really being aggressive, and kind of regathering yourself and kind of rethinking what you want to do next. So I'm gonna set Joker to AI real quick, let him swing, and there you have it. So that's what it looks like. It gets him off you, gives you a real good second to think about what you want to do next. It does a little, chunk of damage, not too high, but it is pretty good for what you get. Another good thing to know with Batman is his character power, and that is summon bats. You just press circle to summon them, and I think it's B for Xbox. So when you hit circle, he just brings down these three little tech bats that he's made, and they surround you. So if you hit circle again, they go flying at your enemy, and they do a decent little bit of damage. So, just doing combos here and there, just kind of catching them off guard with that. They can do, a little bit more damage than you would have originally done. So if you summon them again and you press down in circle or down in B on the Xbox, he'll send them in sort of a tornado frenzy around him, and it's good to get people off you if you have this active. So it sends them up in the air like that, and you can see they swirl around you. You can maybe do some combos off of this or something after you've done it. It's a good little move to know with Batman. As always, guys, the last thing for the breakdown is going to be to show you how to chain your super move into a combo. Now, I know a lot of you guys like to keep it simple and just kind of save up your super move and combo it into that without having to worry about the bigger combos and saving your meters for attacks like that. So that's fine. I'll just show you how to do one of these real quick. And Vengeance is going to be what we're going to use to chain into your super move, Bat of Gotham. I showed you how to do that earlier in the video, just square square X, and as soon as he's done with that, you hit Bat of Gotham like that, easy. One thing I forgot to mention about the summon bats ability is when you summon them, if you get hit while they are summoned, they will disappear and you have to wait for them to load back on the little meter down there. So just keep that in mind, guys. Now moving into the big combo, guys, summon bats is optional for this part, but if you want to use summon bats, it does add a little extra damage at the end of the combo. So the first part of the combo is going to be Vengeance, so you're going to do square square X. It looks just like that, showed you guys how to do it earlier, easy. Next part of our big combo, guys, I want you to keep in mind that this whole combo only burns up 1 meter and gives you some pretty good damage for that 1 meter, so just keep that in mind that it only burns 1 meter. So the next part is going to be straight grapple, and we're going to meter burn that out of Vengeance, so it's going to look like this. And he'll just meter burn himself over there while they're stunned, and you'll be ready for another attack. So after you've done straight grapple, you're going to do Kryptonite Strike, and that's just going to send them flying across the screen like usual. Just like that, coming back to us, so it's going to look like this all together. Vengeance, straight grapple, meter burn, Kryptonite Strike. Now after Kryptonite Strike, you're going to do the flip kick, and that's just jumping in the air and pressing X. And that is A for Xbox, so you're going to do back X and then jump X, so both A for Xbox. If you guys have trouble putting this in the combo, like I've said before in previous videos, just do this and kind of practice Kryptonite Strike into flip kick, and just practice that until you feel comfortable with it, and then put it in the full combo and it'll look like this together. Lastly, guys, is Stay Down. Now this is the last part of the combo. It's just back triangle X, and for Xbox that's going to be back YA. Looks like this. He pulls out batarangs, throws them on the ground, and then they explode on your enemy. So now this is the part, guys, where it's optional to pull your summon bats out. You can't always get the summon bats into this combo because people are always going to be fighting back. You know, it's not the same as practice, so your summon bats could be gone, or they could be with you while you're doing this combo. If they are, go ahead and send them after them, and I will show you what they both look like fully in the combo like this. So here we go. And there we have it, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, I hope it helped you out. I'd appreciate a like. And if you want to see more Injustice 2 content and other things in the future, go ahead and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Stay beastly, my friends.